Data.
This is the B-Boy Factory interview.
I'm actually originally from Topeka, Kansas.
Okay.
I moved out to Colorado Springs when I was like 13.
Nice.
And then found breaking in Colorado Springs. So not a whole lot of influence right off the bat, but eventually I found the, more action, I guess you could say, as far as breaking goes. Yeah.
I did gymnastics for 18 years of my life, so I was like an elite gymnast in Aspen, and then I got a college scholarship to DU for gymnastics. So that's how I ended up in Denver. No dancing, I didn't start dancing until I was 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it after you guys met or before?
No, we met like maybe 6 years into me dancing, and how many into years?
Oh, I don't
15?
even know. Yeah, maybe 15 or so. 15 or 17 years into dancing we met.
I know exactly when we met. We met at School of Breaking in a class, and I was pretty beginner at that. I think I'd only been dancing a couple years, and I was taking Chase's class, and it was me and Chase and one other guy, and Jake just happened to be in town, I think, and just wanted to stop by, and he took the class, and I was watching him like, oh my god, like, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to dance in front of this guy. So yeah, we met. That was the first time we met.
I think that I definitely experienced things as a younger b-boy or breaker that weren't as positive, and I don't want some other people to experience that. The inspiration for me is completely different than it was. I think for me, I'm finding more inspiration in being surrounded by a community. I think that's really cool. I think it's really cool, again, as I mentioned, that I can make some type of a difference inside of this. I don't know what that is, but everybody is leaving a legacy of some sort, and that's fun for me.
You just being out there doing what you're doing every day, trying to be better at whatever it is, spiritually, physically, anything. Like, if you keep doing that and you stay authentic to yourself and positive, you'll always have an impact on people. And when people let you know of an impact you've had on them, it makes you want to keep going. And I don't ever want to stop. Every year I feel like I'm just getting started, and that feeling is inspiring every year. And with breaking, you can get better and better. Even though as you're older, yes, it's harder to learn power moves and slam your body into the concrete every day, but it's you can adjust your dance so you can make it work.
You get more and more clever.
Yeah.
On how it is that you can...
Oh, I not hurt myself.
How somebody can look at you and be like, I didn't think about it that way, or I didn't think about it being done this way, and that's really, really neat, So, have enough self-acceptance to be dedicated to the idea that this will be something, that turn into something that's incredible, or that is a really cool, something that is a really cool contribution.
So it's how can we all help each other on this journey of, we all have the struggle, and how do we get through it, and then that we have beautiful moments and dark moments.
But things that, I guess, beyond breaking, I got my kid, my daughter, who's 19 now. That was a major influence for me. And actually, it was a major influence for me to step back from breaking and to do what I had to do there in order to feel fulfilled enough to feel like a complete person or a complete artist as well. So my family, of course, other art, of course, and music is wild. Today, I had even this thought about how different A De La Soul is in their style of rap to the music, and I just think about it's not aggressive, it's actually just kind of picking away at the beat, and how is it that I can pull back on such aggressiveness inside of my dance, because I'll move really fast and get really tired. I'm like, oh, how is it that I can just like play with the music and come in and out of the music a little bit more? So watching how different artists make different types of music with different cadence is a huge, right now, is kind of like inspiring me to create a little bit differently. So that's my gig for now.
Yeah, I think when I started breaking, obviously I came from gymnastics, so that was an inspiration of how do I add this skill set that I already have to my breaking, but I never understood until the last few years, like, what it really meant to gain inspiration from outside of breaking. Like, I'd think, like, well, I like fitness and I like this, but how do I can't incorporate that. And in the last couple years, I'm big into the self-work and self-help and going to therapy, but I've been working on, like, how do I become my highest self, like my highest potential, kind of like a warrior, but really quiet and just stoic, like presence, but stoic presence, not aggressive.
I am so excited after going to several events lately just to kind of crawl in a hole and reinvent, and to really kind of just nerd out and get weird and try new things. And so that's really exciting for me as well.
Yeah, like every day is a new part of it. You've got good seasons, you've got bad seasons. So it's almost more of like, how do you have the type of lifestyle that fulfills you enough so then you have energy to give back to other people? It's the balance of being selfish and being selfless.
Rose is much better at social media than I am. I don't want to say I'm lazy. I'm also like, don't love public speaking, and social media feels very much like public speaking. But yeah, I got a lot of folks that I've had some really cool experiences with, and I'll reach out to those guys, or they'll reach out to us as well, and or they'll reach out to me as well, and my more competitive run, I guess you could say, in my late 20s, early 30s or something like that. I had some folks that I got really close with, Airsick from St. Louis. We do a lot of 2-on-2s, and a lot of those guys, Wolf and Ian Flaws from the B-Boy Factory, also Paw Flow, we would enter some competitions. So yeah, I'm just so grateful for those guys. I learned a ton from those guys, and it wasn't necessarily that they were keeping me accountable, they were keeping me inspired, to continue going, or to continue trying, or just to stay involved, because it's real easy to not buy another flight to go to another jam when you're just like fried and just tired of breaking. Sometimes it's like really easy to just lay off, but those guys, they always, all of a sudden there's some other thing to do, and I'm like, all right, and then I'm just super glad that I did it.
That is so fulfilling, and to know that you just being out there doing what you're doing every day, trying to be better at whatever it is, spiritually, physically, anything. Like, if you keep doing that and you stay authentic to yourself and positive, you'll always have an impact on people. And when people let you know of like an impact you've had on them, it makes you want to keep going.
I think I really carried us.
Whatever.
Okay. Woo! It was warm in there.